before I get started, please be kind enough to donate to the channel. I really appreciate that, because I'm making no money on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I make no money on YouTube. Nothing. Now let's talk about Wilder versus Ortiz. And by the way, if you're interested in donating, the link is in the description below or on the screen. Wilder versus Ortiz to November 9th. So I came across this article that's basically saying that Wilder's going to be facing possibly Ortiz November 9th later on this year. Now, when you go to boxrec.com, it says that the fight's already scheduled for September. So I don't know why they have that in BoxRec. I mean, let me check it out. The last time I checked on BoxRec, it said that. So let me actually check it out. Let me actually check this out. Go to BoxRec. There. Oh, no. Now they changed it. All right, November 9th. But before it said September something. I think it was September 28th or September 21st. But now they updated it to November 9th. So hopefully this fight happens. We got 4 months to go. That means, well, a little under 4 months. But pretty much 4 months. I just want this fight to happen because if it doesn't happen, let's say Wilder were to fight somebody else, he's going to eventually end up fighting Luis King Kong Ortiz, because it's pretty obvious to me that he's like the backup Luis Ortiz. He's always like the backup for Deontay Wilder to have like an in-house fight on the PBC network, because he's a credible opponent. So even if Wilder went on to fight 5 other guys and none of those other guys were Luis Ortiz, he would eventually fight Luis Ortiz because he's a name. So I hope that. So that's why, for that reason alone, I want Wilder to face Luis Ortiz right now. I want him to face Luis Ortiz right now, just to get him out of the way. And I like this fight. I talked a lot of crap about Deontay Wilder in the past and Luis Ortiz, although I do feel Luis Ortiz is overrated, but I thought the first fight was very exciting. I never forgot how exciting that fight was. It was very exciting. Luis Ortiz, although I think he's overrated, he was putting an ass whooping on Deontay Wilder. He was beating Wilder. Well, he wasn't beating him, but he was in a competitive fight. That's what I want to say. What I'm trying to say, he was in a competitive fight with Luis Ortiz. It wasn't like Wilder just went in there and threw the right hand and knocked him out in 2 rounds. Ortiz hurt Wilder. He stumbled him. A lot of people felt that Ortiz, the referee, should have stopped the fight in round 7 when Ortiz really seriously hurt Deontay Wilder. I don't think he should have done that, just because Deontay Wilder's the champion. You know how they say there's a saying in boxing, you always have to give the champion the benefit of the doubt. Wilder was out on his feet, but he held on and he was able to come back the next round. I don't think it's right to just stop the fight, because then you know what happens if you stop the fight like that. Then people go around saying, "Oh, that causes another controversy. Oh, that was a premature. Stop it, bro. Come on, that's bullshit." So that's why I'm glad he didn't stop the fight in round 7, because you saw what happened. Wilder came back and knocked him down 3 times. The question is, could Ortiz do that again? Could Luis Ortiz knock out or hurt Deontay Wilder again? He's going to have to catch him again. I personally feel that Deontay Wilder's probably going to catch Luis Ortiz quicker in the rematch. He's probably going to hurt him again. He's probably going to catch him quicker because Ortiz is older now. He was old back then, but he's even older now. And in the first match, Deontay Wilder was very confident. He was very confident when he fought Luis Ortiz. He did not look like he was afraid or intimidated by Ortiz. The whole fight, he had this very confident look in his eyes. So he's even more confident now, knowing that he could knock out Luis Ortiz. He knows he has the power. He knocked down Luis Ortiz about 3 times, so he knows he has the power to, seriously hurt Luis Ortiz. So he's gonna have even more confidence, because he knows he could stop him. Ortiz really just has a puncher stance. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that, because he did have the boxing skills. He was winning rounds against Wilder. So I guess just like Tyson Fury, in order to beat Deontay Wilder, you have to be able to if you're gonna beat him via decision, you have to be able to not get dropped. Because even Tyson Fury, he was giving Deontay Wilder a boxing lesson, but the only reason they made that fight a draw was because he got dropped. If he did not get dropped, he would have beaten Deontay Wilder. So you have to be able to, if you're gonna go the distance with him and you want to beat him that way, you have to be able to not get hit with the right hand and get dropped. And so far, no opponent has been able to escape Deontay Wilder's right hand. Like, this guy just has the ability to land his right hand. No opponent has been able to escape it. He's really good at he has a knack to of landing his right hand and knocking his opponent out. But I am picking Ortiz to get knocked out again. I think he's gonna get knocked out quicker fashion, probably round 5. But I still think it'll be a competitive fight just because Ortiz was having success in the first fight. So it's probably gonna be a competitive fight. And that's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.